All right. So welcome to all of those who are present inside the session right now, which is the community members of the Empowered Coach, as well as those who are watching this as a recording on YouTube. A very warm welcome. And today's topic is going to be about how do we create an offer specifically as a life coach, right? So everything that we'll be talking about is going to be about how do you really customize an offer according to you as a life coach, right? Now, if you really think about it, an offer is not something that's very difficult to make or something that is rocket science. But something that I found again and again and again is that a lot of people tend to complicate their offers a lot, right? They tend to overthink it a lot, or they tend to copy it from other coaches, or they tend to think that if they just add like one more thing, some other nuance, that their client will buy it, right? So what tends to happen is that because an offer is an incredibly simple thing, people tend to project their non-clarity and their fears and the complications that is going on inside of them onto their offer. And as a result of that, they end up creating a barrier between them and their potential client, right? Because an offer is nothing but what you are offering to the world. It, in the simplest form, an offer is nothing but you telling the world that this is how you can work with me. This is how I'm going to solve a problem for you. So that is what we'll study in depth today. And if you are someone who would like to be part of these sessions live, you can simply DM me Empowered on my LinkedIn, and I will be inviting you to join the community that we have. A very interesting announcement that I'll soon be doing on LinkedIn as well. But here I want to tell you is that I'll be releasing the life coach training program, wherein you will directly work with me to become a trained and certified life coach next month. Before that, I'm going to be completing more such videos so that you have complete background on what exactly does it take to be a life coach and what are the things you really need to do, right? Both in technical terms as well as the mindset that you need to be a business owner. Because, taking a certification of being a life coach is not enough. It's not a big deal to get a certificate. It's also not a big deal to get trained. But what really matters or what really distinguishes a life coach and a highly paid life coach is the way they think and the way they solve the problem out there into the world, right? And my job for you, my job as a life coach for you, and my job as a coach trainer for you is going to be taking you away from this validation addiction that we have going on right now, which is getting addicted to certificates, getting addicted to certain organizations that, okay, I need to have a certification on this organization and then I will be, credible. From that to I am a coach, I solve a problem, and I'm valuable. That's it, right? My job as a coach trainer is going to be that, from taking you to outsourcing your belief to coming, to taking that belief and instilling in yourself. That's the biggest transformation you can go as a coach for yourself, right? So without delaying any further, I'll just share my screen and we will start. Okay. Is my screen visible to you guys now? I think it's visible, right? Okay. All right. So before we talk about how do we really create an offer, first we need to understand what exactly is an offer. What does it mean when people say that, you have to make an offer to your clients or you have to make an offer to anyone, to be honest, could be a corporate, could be a business, could be a single individual client. What do they really mean by that? So an offer is nothing but a simple line that explains to your clients that this is how exactly I can help you. Now, I'm using the word exactly, okay? Because again, because life coaching in general is, a very umbrella term, right? Life coaching can include helping your clients with n number of problems, right? When people come to me for getting coached, because I'm also a life coach, they don't come to me with just one or two problems, right? When I'm sitting with my clients, I'm helping them solve innumerable problems, be it their confidence, their anxiety, their relationship issues, their career issues. I'm, donning multiple hats. But imagine if I were to go out there and tell people that, you know what, I will help you solve all of your problems. That sounds generic, that sounds a little bit flimsy, and also it doesn't communicate anything, right? And as a coach, it's your job to be very, very clear and concise in telling your clients that this is exactly how I can help you. And that is what an offer needs to do. You need to be very clear and concise. And this clarity will come from two places. One is being concise in a technical term, right? In a technical way, which is what we are studying today. But that's just, 20-30% of the picture, okay? Because again, crafting an offer is not a big deal. Most amount of clarity is going to come from how clear and confident you are from within as a coach, right? And that is also going to be a part of the discussion today. And I wanted to know that that carries 80% of the weight. Technically, crafting an offer is not a big deal. It should not take you more than 2 minutes to craft an offer, right? For example, I often give this example to my clients that even when you're writing content, right? Even when you're writing a post, it should not take you more than 5 minutes to write it. Because a post is, or a content piece is what? It's literally you translating what is going on in your head onto the paper. So it should not take you more than 5 minutes. If it is taking you more than 5 minutes, it means that you are not clear enough about who you are speaking to. You are not clear enough about your expertise, and you are not confident about the value you are offering to the world, right? So anything that you're putting out there into the world, right? Be it an offer, be it your content, it should not take you more than 3 to 5 minutes. Unless and until you're writing like a very big post, or unless you're writing an essay or even newsletter, right? Even a newsletter should not take you more than 15 minutes. So when it comes to crafting something or creating something, it should not take you a lot of time. So when it is taking a lot of time, it means that you are not clear and confident as a coach. And that is why your personal growth as a coach is the only thing you need to work on. Everything else is an extension of it, right? A lot of coaches sometimes, and this is, I'm digressing from the topic a little bit. A lot of coaches sometimes, attend master classes, go to this, go to that, thinking that, okay, I'll just learn one magic strategy to make an offer. I will just, guarantee this. So that is how clients will come to me, or I will do this, I will do that. They run behind hacks, right? But my question to you as a coach, and because if you're a coach, you should be able to think very deeply about yourself, is why do you think you need a hack? Why do you think you need to add something magical, something special, and something that's like fairy dust that will somehow attract clients? Something like that doesn't exist. Because believe me, if it were, then everybody would be making money, right? And I don't know every single life coach who is making money, right? But I do know a lot of life coaches who run behind hacks. So this only happens when we are not clear and confident as a coach. So even when you're watching these series of videos that I'm doing, these series of sessions that I'm doing, I want you to know that, and you must have seen me talking about this again and again, that what you think and believe, that is your USP. That is why people will buy from you. It's not something magical. Whenever I'm speaking to any of my potential clients, I never add anything magical. I tell them in two simple lines, this is how you can work with me. That's it. That's the end of it. That's what an offer is, and that is what putting out what you really believe and think is, right? So continuing what we were talking about, which is an offer is nothing but something you create for your potential clients, explaining that this is how I can help you, right? An offer includes this, okay? First is your scope of work with them, which is how much support you will offer them. So for example, let's say that, you are working with them for 5 weeks. So one part of the offer is going to be simply telling them that, you know what, currently I take 5 week sessions. Second is the transformation you will help the client create. So another thing your offer needs to have is what exactly are you helping your client with, right? Why should a client think that this is the coach who will solve my problem? What is the transformation you're really helping them create? And dig deeper into that. Don't choose words, randomly out of the blue. That should resonate with you. Now, what do I mean by this? See, in general, okay, there are a lot of life coaches who have the same niches, but you will often find that some people are able to make money from their niche very easily as compared to others, even though they may have the same niche. So for example, there are a lot of coaches who help other people with confidence. But what I have found my clients telling me again and again is, Rianshi, like when it comes to confidence, we have always been attracted to you. We have always known that I wanted to come to you, right? Even though I write about a lot of things, right? A lot of times I write about childhood trauma. A lot of the times I write about overthinking or anxiety. Confidence is a part of my content, but like still very little. Yet when people are undergoing confidence issues, they want to come to me. And it's not random. Okay. It's not because I've simply written it in my bio that I help people with confidence. It's the way I am presenting myself. It's the way I'm talking. It's the way I'm feeling about myself. And it's the way I create an offer. And it's the way I talk to my clients. So whatever it is that I'm offering to the client, I'm actually embodying it. Right. So I'm just not writing confidence as a word that, okay, yes, I help you with confidence. That doesn't work. A lot of people can say that. Right. For example, let's say you're helping someone with self-love. A lot of people can say that. But when a person is talking to you, when a person is reading you, when a person is consuming you, can they feel it deeply? That yes, this is someone I know can help me with self-love. This is someone I know can help me with confidence. This is someone I know can help me with, let's say, emotional strength, or let's say, if you're a sales coach, sales. So the transformation you will help the client create, that is something that should be included in your offer, right? For example, saying that, okay, I help you create, let's say, self-love in 5 weeks, right? So you are including the transformation in the offer that you are giving to the client, but are you embodying that is what you need to think deeper about. Because, and I say this again and again, people will not buy from you because you've included certain words. Absolutely not. People will buy from you because of your energy, because of the way you embody what you're talking about. So if you are, let's say a sales coach, a person should feel pulled towards you, that this person knows how to sell. This person is the one who can help me with sales. Or if you're writing about confidence, let's say, if you think that, okay, you can help people with confidence, people should feel it in their bones that this is someone who knows what they're talking about, which means that you need to walk the talk, which means that you need to first develop whatever you're offering to the client in yourself. If I'm telling people that I help you with confidence and I myself am struggling with it, right? I'm struggling with my confidence. I am not investing in myself. I'm not investing in a coach to help me. I am, struggling with my business, but I'm putting up a front. People will be able to sense it because life coaching is very energetic. Okay. We are in a nervous system based profession, which means that just the way you can sense other people's feelings, other people can also sense your feelings. So we can't fool people. That's why the good part about coaching is that you don't really need a lot of investment. The only investment you need is your brain and your personal growth, which means invest in a coach. And whatever it is that you're offering, when you resonate with it deeply, you will find that clients will be attracted to you. You will never have to chase them. So when you're talking about the transformation you help your client create, you first need to look within. Do I have that right now? Am I actually resonating? Am I actually feeling the transformation I'm helping my clients create? Because that is going to ensure whether you are aligned with what you're offering or not. Now, the last part is very easy, how much you will charge. So this is something that, you can include anything. So we'll take an example, okay? Just give me one moment. And another is any other extra feature. For example, let's say if you offer, I am available to you on WhatsApp, or if you offer that I give you a couple of free masterclasses, or that you can be a part of my email course, or, I will send you journaling templates, whatever, be creative. An offer is something that you can be creative about. The only thing you need to really, really focus on is the transformation you will help your client create and the specificity of your offer. Okay. Your scope of work is, completely on you. You can work with someone for 1 month, 3 weeks, 5 weeks, 2 months, completely on you. How much you want to charge, you can charge whatever the hell you want. But the only thing that matters is the transformation you're offering to the client. And second, are you yourself working on your transformation? Because that is going to make sure that the offer you're putting out into the world is going to feel flawless, right? The only time we struggle with our offer is when we ourselves are not working on our personal transformation, where we think that someone else has some sort of a magic strategy that's going to solve all of our offer problems, and that if I just add this, people are going to buy from me. Something like that doesn't exist, okay? And an offer is something you create based on first what your body tells you. Now, see, an offer comes from two places, okay? One is your goal, and second is what your body is telling you. Now, what do I mean by what your body is telling you? See, when you are out there helping people, specifically in life coaching, your intuition will guide you that this is exactly I want to help people with. I'm so sorry, I spoke so fast, I kind of missed my words. When you are sitting with yourself, right? When you know yourself very deeply, when you know your why, when you have been working on your transformation, that answer will come to you that this is what I want to help people with. Now, I'll give you a personal example. I started helping people with confidence because I have struggled with it. I struggled with it and I've overcome that struggle and I've worked on it very extensively. I know what it feels like to feel very bad about yourself. I know what it feels like to doubt oneself. I know what it feels like to put yourself out there and feel like every eye is on me. I know what it feels like to not love yourself. I know what it feels like to love yourself conditionally. I've been through all of that. So when my clients come to me, right, with any of the problems that comes under confidence, I know it because I've been there and I've worked on it. So I know where my clients are coming from. But let's say that I did not work on it. Okay. Let's say that either I worked halfway on it or that is a problem I've had. I've not really solved it, but I want to help other people with it. How the hell am I going to help someone? Right? They're going to come to me. They're going to tell me that, you know what, Rianshi, I only love myself conditionally. Like every time, something is not going well in my life, that's it. I start hating myself. And here I am thinking, oh my God, same. I am the same person. I can't help a client like that because I've not helped myself. Now, this is not to say that you first have to become this perfect person to start coaching. Absolutely not. There is no one in the world, there's no coach in the world who's completely healed or transformed because healing is a lifelong journey. Personal transformation is a lifelong journey. But a coach who's working on their personal transformation, a coach who's deep into their personal growth is always going to be able to help their client because they know what it takes, because they know how deep, they can take a client. This also reminds me of one of this quote, and this is something that, I have always found coming back to. It says that you can't take a client deeper than you have ever been. It means that if you yourself have not done deep inner work, you won't be able to create transformation for your clients, right? So, for example, when I started doing trauma work, I studied it. Yeah, of course, I'm certified in it and all of that. But does it mean that I can help people? No, not until I've done it on myself. Not until I've actually gotten trauma work done on myself can I actually help someone. Because reading theory in books, reading something online is very different from actually experiencing personal growth on a personal level, right? Because coaching comes from your body. It comes from your intuition. It comes from your wisdom. It comes from your nervous system. So if your nervous system is shrunk, when you can't help yourself, when you feel helpless, how are you going to help the other person expand their nervous system, right? So that is what I mean, that your body will tell you that this is what you want to help people with. This is what I feel confident that I can help people with, right? Second is what your goals are. So here it could mean, that you want to work with 2 clients a month, or maybe you have a certain income goal based on, that. So we'll take an example. Okay. For example, you're a self-love coach and you want to make 1 lakh per month, for example. So your offer could be offering 5 sessions for 5 weeks and 20,000. You will need 5 clients to meet your goal. Similarly, maybe you want to work with only 2 clients. So it will be 50,000 per client and you are just taking 2 clients. Or maybe you just want to work with 1 person. So you're charging 1 lakh for a client, right? So based on your nervous system capacity, which means your level of comfort of what you want to charge, because this is also dependent on that. A lot of people think that, yeah, why wouldn't I charge higher? Let me charge higher. But when it actually comes to quoting the price, they freeze because they don't actually believe that somebody will pay them, right? So it's not a matter of charging. It's a matter of believing that whatever I'm charging, I'm worth it. And I'm not going to offer discounts, or I'm not going to, lower my prices or anything of that sort. You feel confident about it because you're so sure of the value you bring. You just know that if this person doesn't buy, there are 10 other people, right? So that kind of surety comes from when you have done your own personal growth, right? When you have been doing your own deep inner work. So you can charge whatever the hell you want. There is really no sky limit to that. But what you need to work on is believing that whatever it is that I'm charging, it's very worth it. Like people would love to pay me. That the transformation I'm creating in my clients is 10 times more valuable than what I'm charging. That's the belief you need to have. And that is the belief that is going to make you a high ticket coach. Right? It's not the strategy. It's not some slimy, sleazy content or sleazy strategies. None of that. It's the belief that you come from. Because when people are sitting in front of you, they anchor onto your belief. So when you don't believe in yourself, the client also feels confused. The client is like, okay, then where do I put my belief? Because this person doesn't believe in himself or herself. Where do I put my belief? Right? So that is where you need to come from. And this is something that's going to happen when you work on your, first of all, trauma around money, trauma around sales, trauma around your personal life, and you will automatically see your business getting expanded. So to recap this particular topic, your offer will come from two places. One is what your body will tell you, which means your body will automatically tell you that this is what I want to help people with. And this will come from getting yourself coached. Second, what your goals are. So this is something that's completely dependent on you and you can discuss with your coach. For example, you can tell your coach that, my goal is to make 50,000 per month or 1 lakh per month or 5 lakhs per month, whatever it is, whatever your goal is. And you can create an offer. So how many sessions you want to do, how much you want to charge is something that you should be able to come up with in a few minutes. The major work is in believing in your capability to create transformation, believing in your client's ability to pay. This is another thing where a lot of coaches simply don't believe that their clients can pay them. They just assume that, oh my God, you know what? My client is unemployed. They can't pay me this much. My client is going through financial crisis. They can't pay me this much. My client has to ask their husband or wife. They can't pay me this much. They just assume the worst about their clients. And they do this because they deeply don't believe in themselves. They want to project their deeper fear onto their clients. That, oh my God, my client can't afford me. So let me just reduce my price. Let me just give them some sort of discounts. Right? So this is projecting your deeper fears onto your clients. So your income as a coach, your impact as a coach is going to be proportionate to whether you have a good coach that you are working with for nervous system expansion, where you feel big, where you feel that whatever the hell I'm charging, it's nothing. And I'm willing to wait for a client who will recognize it instead of offering discounts to, let's say, even if someone asks it. Right? Now, here are some do's and don'ts when it comes to creating an offer. One is, please don't copy other people's offer. It most probably will not work for you. So, once I was having a conversation with someone, and you know what, they told me that, Rianshi, I have a lot of coaches who come and just ask me what my offer is, and they don't want to buy from me. They just want to copy my offer. And then I asked this person that, do you really think they can copy your offer? And they said, yeah, they can copy it. So I asked them that even if they did, so what? And then they said, oh, you know what, they're going to steal my clients. And, this is something that's my creativity and all of that. And that instantly told me that this is someone who's very afraid. This is someone who feels that they have to fight for clients, right? And this happens when you have that scarcity mindsets, when you probably have some amount of money around trauma, or you're very underconfident in yourself. Even if you were to tell your offer every single day to every single person on social media, nobody can steal your clients. Nobody can copy it. Why? Because coaching doesn't work like other professions. When it comes to coaching, people buy from you because they believe in you. They don't care what you're charging. They don't care about anything else. And money is nothing but an energy exchange. Okay, money is just a medium of exchange. We make it, seem like that, oh my God, this number is big or this number is small. Your client is not looking for that. Your client is looking for a transformation. So when you focus a lot on the money part, they will also focus on it. When you focus on the value part, they will also focus on it. So don't try to copy other people's offer. It's just not going to work for you, specifically for life coaching. It's just never going to work. Because what is going to happen is that when you start copying once, you're going to start copying. I have had people who copied content from me and it always made me laugh because I knew that why would you do that to yourself? Why would you copy from me and lower your own self-confidence? That just doesn't work for you. That just doesn't serve you, because we are in that field. In life coaching, You can copy someone's content. You can copy someone's offer. You can never copy someone's energy. You can never copy someone's belief in them. So it doesn't matter who is writing what. Don't ever copy someone. That's the worst thing you can do for yourself. Second is don't complicate your offer. Keep it simple. Your offer should be a one line that, you know what? I work with you for 6 months. This is what I charge, and this is what I'm going to help you create. And these are what our goals are. That's it. Shouldn't take you more than 1 to 2 lines to tell the other person that this is what it takes to work with me. That's it. There should not be a second thought about it. That's how clear and simple and concise your offer needs to be. Again, we are in a world where we think that complication means, oh my God, it's sexy. You will see a lot of people when you see people's websites or everything, they write multiple points, free this, discounts worth of this, and bonuses worth of 50,000, 70,000. They try to create an illusion that they're offering a lot. But what happens is that when you create an illusion, you will also attract half-ass clients in your energy. You will end up attracting clients who are coming to you because they think quantity is great. They're not going to value quality. And when you want to be a high-paid coach who's not, exhausting himself or herself, who's not doing webinars after webinars, you need to be high quality yourself, which means that you need to put out high quality work, one, yes, but you also need to be a high quality person. You need to be able to hold space for people, even if it is uncomfortable. So complicating your offer, adding a lot of things is not going to do anything. Your offer should be simple. Then second is check your energy about the offer. When you write your offer, what do you feel? Are you feeling scared or desperate? Are you feeling secure and in love? What do you actually feel about your offer? What are the feelings it is inciting? Because that is going to tell us whether this offer is coming from your body, or maybe it is coming from because you feel forced to do something, or you feel that, oh my God, this coach is doing this, so I must also do this, right? So check your energy about your offer and be flexible about it. Another thing that I really want people who undergo my training program to have is the energy of a CEO. See, when you're running a coaching business, you are the business owner. And a lot of life coaches don't treat the business as a business, that they either treat it as a hobby. They will, keep it, at a third or fourth priority. First, maybe, oh my God, I have a family. I have this, I have that, right? And once I get the time, once there is some perfect moment, once I have the money, once I have this, I will invest in my business. And because they treat their business as a hobby, the business also treats them as a hobby. They never make consistent income. One of the reasons my business was able to be sustainable, one of the reasons I was able to make consistent income and have consistent growth is because I never treated my business as a hobby. I knew that this is my priority. I knew that if I had to create money to invest in my business, I will do it as a priority. I will not make it as a second or third thing, right? So you need to have that CEO energy in your work, that I make the decisions. And that if my business needs investment, I'm going to bring it. If my business needs learning and knowledge, I'm going to bring it. If my business needs me to learn something, to skill up, to learn from a specific person, I will do it. Right? And this also applies to offers, which means that if you feel that some offer is not making sense for you anymore, you just don't do it. You scrap it. When you are working as a coach, you must understand that everything is a sovereign decision, right? You have the freedom to do anything you want. And because sometimes a lot of us come from, corporate careers, we tend to have that validation mindset that somebody needs to validate me. I need to see someone else doing something so that I can do it. And of course, it's not easy to just switch your mindset overnight. That's why it's very important to have a coach with you, a coach you trust. Could be anyone. Because then when you have that validation mindset coming in, you can discuss with them and you can be a freedom oriented person, because you can't keep taking permissions from everyone all your life. That's not why you started your business in the first place. A business does not work like a job. A business demands you to be completely in it, and it also gives you the freedom to do whatever the hell you want. Nobody cares. All right, so this is it for today. If you guys have any questions so far, you can ask. We have 5 more minutes. I have allowed you guys to unmute yourself. Or you can also type. Hi, Savi, go ahead.
Hi. Like you have been talking about, maintaining your energy, maintaining your belief in everything. So, what would you suggest as in like a day-to-day hygiene thing to, at least uh be into that energy or maintain it for yourself?
Okay. So energy comes from two places, okay? One is a permanent shift in who you are as a person, and second is what you're talking about, which is doing the daily hygiene work. Okay.
Mhm.
So if you feel that your energy is not in the right place, the first thing I would like you to do is to sit down and really ask yourself, how long has this been happening? What is the reason I've had this for? And do I really feel different as a person? As like, have I actually worked on having a permanent shift? If that deep inner work is not done, then do that, because that is what permanent shift of being is. Second is normal things that we do. For example, sitting down and sitting in quiet and allowing yourself to have an aligned energy, which is sometimes doing meditation, writing down exactly what you want your day to be like. And whenever a doubt or let's say a doubt is coming up, a fear is coming up, tracing its roots and seeing where it is coming from and giving that thought or fear back to the person it could be coming from. But this is temporary, this is surface level, okay? And be it journaling, be it meditation, it doesn't create a permanent shift in the being. Okay, this is something that we do, we call maintenance work, right? A maintenance work can only be done when the foundation is steady and the foundation is fixed. So if that foundation is not fixed, then do that, because you first need to experience a permanent shift of being, so even the maintenance work feels very easy. Otherwise, what tends to happen, and there's something I've seen with my clients also who came to me. Some of them told me that, Rianshi, we have been to so many Vipassana meditations and we do this journaling every single day. I'm sitting and, chanting and all of that. Is what tends to happen is when we have not done the permanent shift, permanent state of being work, we become addicted to doing all of this. Or we tend to think that I need to spend hours and hours doing journaling, doing this and doing that. But when we see a results, it's not showing, right? We're not actually seeing results in our work. So maintenance work is very surface level. Something you can do is, meditate, start your day while planning out what exactly do I need to do for my business today? How exactly do I need to show up? Whenever thoughts and fears are coming up, talk to them. See how deep are they really going. If they're very deep, it means go get coached around it. If they're surface level, then talk yourself out of it. Coach yourself out of it. Right? So
Okay.
there are two parts.
Thank you.
All right. Is there any other question you guys have? Okay. I think not. So if there are any that's come up, you can just DM in our community, or you can also DM me personally if that's what you prefer. And I will see you guys tomorrow for our next community session. And the recording of this will be uploaded soon on YouTube. Thank you so much for joining. Bye-bye.